Hello and a massive welcome to Celebrities Corner. I'm so excited to have you here as we dive deep into the lives and decisions of the world's most influential figures. Today, we're talking about a story that redefines modern philanthropy. Bill Gates, one of the wealthiest people on the planet, has made a staggering announcement. He is giving away virtually his entire fortune. This isn't just a billion here or there. We're talking about a systematic plan to divest over $100 billion within the next 2 decades. In this video, we'll break down exactly what this means, why he's doing it, and the profound impact it's expected to have on global health. Stick around, because this is one story you don't want to miss. The historic pledge, "He died rich," will not be on his tombstone. In a monumental move that sent ripples through the worlds of philanthropy and finance, Bill Gates announced his plan to give away almost his entire personal wealth by the year 2045. The sheer scale of this pledge is almost unimaginable. Gates stated, "People will say a lot of things about me when I die, but I am determined that, he died rich, will not be one of them." This statement reveals a profound shift in mindset for a man who has been defined by his vast fortune for decades. This isn't a vague promise for the distant future. Gates has laid out a clear and accelerated timeline. His donation, estimated at around $107 billion of his remaining wealth, will be delivered over time and will allow the Gates Foundation to spend an additional $200 billion by the time it closes its doors. To put this in perspective, this pledge is among the largest philanthropic gifts in history, outpacing the historic contributions of industrialists like John D. Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie when adjusted for inflation. Only his friend Warren Buffett's pledge to donate his fortune, estimated at $160 billion, may be larger. The foundation's new countdown: a $200 billion, 20-year mission. The most significant operational change coming from this announcement is the definitive end date for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The foundation will now officially close on December 31, 2045. This is a major acceleration of its original plan, which was to wind down decades after the founders' deaths. This new deadline creates a 20-year sprint to maximize impact. The foundation's annual budget is set to rise to $9 billion by 2026, a leveling off from its previous almost annual growth. This massive spending power comes with a great burden of responsibility. As the foundation's CEO, Mark Sussman, noted, this time horizon forces the organization to be ruthlessly focused, asking, "Are you actually putting your resources, your thumb down, on what are going to be the biggest, most successful bets rather than scattering it too thinly?" This means the foundation will likely narrow its focus to its top priorities, creating both urgency and uncertainty about which specific programs will continue to receive funding. A crossroads for global health. The urgent context of the pledge. Gates' monumental pledge comes at a critical juncture for global health. Ironically, as he is committing unprecedented private funds, governments around the world are slashing their international aid budgets. A recent study by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation found that global development assistance for health fell by a shocking 21% between 2024 and 2025 and is now at a 15-year low. Gates has been vocal about the dire consequences, warning that this could lead to the first increase in child mortality in decades, potentially reversing progress that has saved 5 million lives a year since 2000. In a powerful demonstration of his commitment, Gates announced in September 2025 a $912 million pledge over 3 years to the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. This brings the foundation's total commitments to the Global Fund to $4.9 billion since 2002. However, Gates has been clear that his philanthropy cannot replace government support, stating, "I am not capable of making up what the government cuts, and I don't want to create an illusion of that." His pledge is designed to be a catalyst, aiming to galvanize governments and other private donors to step up and fill the funding gap. Navigating criticism and a changed leadership. The Gates Foundation's immense influence has never been without its critics. For years, researchers and activists have questioned why a single private foundation should have such outsized sway over global health policy and research agendas. This concentration of philanthropic power is a key concern highlighted in a recent report on the Giving Pledge. The campaign Gates started with Warren Buffett and Melinda French Gates, which found that most billionaire signatories have not yet fulfilled their promises. Gates has a direct response to his detractors. He frames his work as a choice any private citizen could make, asking, "Is that a bad thing? It's not an important cause." He reaffirms that the foundation will stick to its core mission of reducing childhood deaths from preventable causes. This announcement also comes after a period of significant transition within the foundation's leadership. Both Melinda French Gates and Warren Buffett have stepped away from their day-to-day roles. French Gates, who made a phenomenal contribution, according to Bill, left to focus on her own philanthropic work, including countering the rollback of women's rights in the U.S. This leaves Bill Gates as the sole remaining founder, governing with a new board of trustees and CEO Mark Sussman. The man behind the fortune. A personal journey in philanthropy. For Bill Gates, this isn't just a financial transaction, it's the culmination of his life's work after Microsoft. He has referred to his work at the foundation as his second and final career, a role he has held full-time since 2008. He speaks with optimism about the potential for innovation, pointing to new tools like long-acting HIV drugs and AI in medicine, but laments the tragedy of not being able to get these low-cost things to everyone who needs them. He also credits his friend Warren Buffett as having a huge influence on him and the foundation. It was Buffett's own pledge and advice that helped shape Gates' focus on tackling issues of global inequity. Gates now hopes to set an example for other ultra-wealthy individuals, expressing that, "I hope other wealthy people consider how much they can accelerate progress for the world's poorest if they increase the pace and scale of their giving." He has even playfully challenged others to outperform him, saying, "I'd love to be beat in all of this work. Somebody should try and pay more taxes than I did, and save more lives than I did." A legacy in the making. So, what does this all mean? Bill Gates is not just giving away his money, he is intentionally bringing his foundation to an end with the goal of solving some of humanity's most persistent problems within a generation. He is betting that $200 billion, spent strategically over 20 years, can help eradicate diseases like polio and malaria, end preventable child deaths, and lift millions out of poverty. It's an audacious goal, set against a backdrop of global uncertainty and funding cuts. The success of this massive undertaking will define the Gates legacy far more than Windows or Microsoft ever could. It's a real-world experiment in what focused, time-bound, large-scale philanthropy can achieve. What do you think? Is this the right model for philanthropy, or does it concentrate too much power in one organization? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive into Bill Gates' philanthropic plans enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Celebrities Corner for more insightful looks into the figures shaping our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.